Tonight, we have new reaction to the Supreme Court's landmark ruling upholding the Obama health care law. It requires Americans to have insurance or face fines. Justices narrowly determined the law to be constitutional in a 5-4 ruling. Georgia plans to wait until after the November election before implementing its legal obligations. At Channel 2's Scott MacFarlane talked to Georgia lawmakers in Washington about the ruling.
12 hours after the historic ruling, this landmark decision on health care reform is already dripping with politics.
The crowds are gone, and moments ago, the U.S. Supreme Court began its long summer vacation. This fight over health reform will go on and on and on all summer. Local U.S. House Republicans say they plan a vote to formally repeal the historic law July 11th.
We just got an email from a lady that has 80 employees in one of my counties, and she says she's fixing to have to close her doors.
Those inside the courtroom describe a stunned silence when the Chief Justice issued the ruling, unexpectedly siding with the 4 liberal justices and ruling the most controversial portion of this law is constitutional. The requirement all Americans buy health insurance.
The courts have upheld the law, and so now we have to move forthrightly and get all of these changes established.
As many in the crowd outside the courthouse cheered the ruling,
it was a victory for the American people, not for Obama.
It became clear health care remains a huge wedge issue in the race for the White House. So says Georgia Attorney General Sam Olens, who tells us he's now working as a formal advisor to Mitt Romney.
Do you want a president who doesn't have concern over the deficits? Or do you want a president who believes in free market?
And the Mitt Romney campaign reports raising hundreds of thousands of dollars in campaign donations in just a few hours after the high court ruling. Scott MacFarlane, Channel 2 Action News.
Today's ruling by the court to side with the Obama administration's law surprised many people, including Georgia's Governor Nathan Deal. And today we spoke with him about the change and how it could affect Georgia.
It will put a strain on the state's budget and will be one of those areas of concern.
If the law is not repealed, Georgia would add another 620,000 people under Medicaid and cost Georgia taxpayers $4.5 billion.
President Obama said the ruling is a victory for all Americans. Republicans are vowing to fight it.
They've reaffirmed a fundamental principle that here in America, in the wealthiest nation on earth, no illness or accident should lead to any family's financial ruin.
Obamacare was bad policy yesterday. It's bad policy today.